Putting the brakes on our Great American Gas Challenge as our three families make their way into Rockefeller Plaza. This morning, we're going to find out just how much the group driving the hybrid saved versus the families that drove the SUV and the midsize car.
All right.
Very exciting music.
Today's Great American Gas Challenge, families have finally arrived in our plaza in New York City. The Rileys, the Fowlers, and the Pletchers left Los Angeles on Friday, heading for New York City in three very different vehicles: a Lincoln Navigator, a Ford 500, and a Honda Civic Hybrid.
That's right, and our families traveled more than 3,500 miles, stopping at the Grand Canyon in Denver, Kansas City, Chicago, Cleveland, before they made their way all the way to Rockefeller Plaza. And they're here. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you. And here is Renee Riley, of course, the SUV driver. Hi, Renee. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
So tell me about the trip. What were some of the highlights?
Oh, Shedd Aquarium was awesome in Chicago, Illinois. We saw the beluga whales and porpoises and had a great time there.
Now, you spent a lot of money on gasoline.
Yes, we did.
I should actually correct that. We spent a lot of money on your
did.
gasoline, right?
Yes,
the Lincoln Navigator used $459 worth of gasoline. Is that right? For the trip? And we should mention the Fowler family, the midsize Ford, spent $277. The Pletchers and the Honda Civic Hybrid spent $172. That's a big difference.
That is a major difference.
So how do you feel about that? I mean, it's one thing, honestly, when the Today Show is paying for it, but in your day-to-day life, would that make a difference to you?
It would, and we would have to really have cut our budget back far further than we really did. We got to enjoy it a little more because NBC was helping us. However, if it was our own family vacation, it would have impacted us majorly.
So obviously gas consumption is a big negative for an SUV, but some of the positives are room, comfort, and do you feel safer in an SUV?
Very much so, very much so. We had the luxury of being higher up in the vehicle than other people driving by, so we could see anything coming our way. It was very, very comfortable.
Plus the jacuzzi in the back had to be great, right?
Renee, don't walk away, Renee. We're going over to the Pletchers. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. So tell me about your experience.
We had a great time. We really enjoyed and were impressed very much with the performance of the Civic Hybrid.
You know, gas prices varied all across the country. Were you surprised at the variety of prices you found?
We were. It went down steadily as we got into the Midwest and stayed down, and then just started creeping back as we got into the East Coast.
So, and would you consider buying a hybrid car after this experience?
Yeah, actually we would consider it, although we're also interested in the natural gas vehicles that are in the similar body style from Honda.
That Honda has.
That's great. So you're aware of the technology and very interested in participating in sort of the new wave of cars, right?
More than ever since this trip. Now this cemented it for us.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good.
Nice
well,
way to
thank
see
you
the
guys
country.
so much.
All right.
Thank you.
And finally, we've got the
Fowler family.
Fowlers.
Oh, look, there she is, Steve.
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. I got a hug from the Fowler family.
She's happy to be out of the car.
Yeah, exactly. So tell us about your experience in driving this car.
Oh, it was a wonderful car. We love this car. It is roomy enough for all of us to be comfortable, and yet it didn't eat up all the gas mileage.
You tried the hybrid for a little bit, right? You did a switcheroo with your
Yeah, two of
passengers?
us did a switch around.
And what did you think of it?
It was very tiny. I like the fuel. Yeah, the
fuel efficiency was good, but the
But I
comfort?
wouldn't want to travel across the country in it. I think it'd be great for, in your hometown.
Well, thanks so much for participating in our Great American Gas Challenge to all our families, and we hope you had some fun.
Oh, we had an excellent time. Thank you very much.
Spent a little time bonding.
Hey, Mantil, come on in here for a second. This is Mantil Williams. He's Director of Public Affairs for AAA. Good to see you.
Oh, wait.
Let's put that down. I'll hold
you
this
guys
over
share.
you.
I'll take yours.
Sorry about that.
Talk to me a little bit about traveling across country and the fact that gas prices are so high. Do you expect that to curtail a lot of vacation plans this summer?
No, Matt, we don't. We're expecting the largest number of Memorial Day travelers, despite the fact that Motors will see the highest gas prices ever for any type of holiday.
Well, since we know the prices are high and going to remain high for the foreseeable future, give me some tips, Mantil, that people can use to get better gas mileage.
Well, number one thing, of course, is it depends on the vehicle you choose, of course. But besides that, once you're out on the road, a couple of things you can do. Number one, slow down. Believe it or not, the faster you travel, the more gas that you actually waste. Another thing you can do, avoid quick starts, sudden stops. That makes sure it puts more stress on the vehicle. Another thing is lighten the load. The lighter the car is, the less gas acid use, so do a little spring cleaning before you go out. Then, of course, check your owner's manual. If you don't need premium or mid-grade, go ahead and use that regular. And, of course, make sure your tires are properly inflated, do proper maintenance, because you can improve your fuel efficiency by 10 or 15%.
Yeah, that's a huge factor right there. Always good tips from you and folks at AAA. Mantel, thanks very much.
All right, thank you, Matt.
And now here's Katie.
All right, thanks so much, Matt. In our latest NBC News Wall Street Journal poll, 52% of Americans said they would make changes in their budget or amount of driving in order to deal with rising gas prices. But what would you do if gas suddenly doubled in price or worse? Here's NBC's Carl Quintanilla.
Imagine a world with $5 gasoline. What would you do?
If I could afford it, I would definitely buy a hybrid car.
I'd probably have to go for a smaller car.
You'd not only change your driving behavior, you may fly less often, use fewer consumer products, maybe not even own a car. In Norway, where fuel is so heavily taxed it's almost $7 a gallon, only 4 out of 10 people have an automobile versus 7 out of 10 in the U.S. And yet some, like Tom Friedman, a New York Times columnist and author of the new bestseller, The World is Flat, says raising gas prices to $4 through taxes is exactly the kick in the pants America needs.
When consumers change their behavior, then the car companies are going to say, whoa, now there's a huge market for hybrid vehicles.
The U.S. has tried to cut other consumption with taxes. Look at cigarettes. Smoking has declined every year for 6 years. But taxing fuel would unfairly hurt those in rural areas and the poor.
It is very hard on lower and lower middle income households who devote a higher share of their budgets on energy and gasoline.
The American Petroleum Institute, a lobbying group for oil companies, says there's no justification for an increase in gasoline taxes and adds politicians say higher taxes are not politically viable. But in a country looking for energy independence and fighting deficits, that may change.
This isn't just win-win, as my friend Mike Mandelbaum says. This is win, 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 win. It's not only good for America. I'm telling you, it's great politics. Some politician is going to figure this out.
Meanwhile, more hybrid cars are coming online. Toyota says it'll start building hybrid cars in the U.S. sometime next year. For today, Carl Quintanilla, NBC News, Berkeley Heights, New Jersey.
And once again, we want to say a big thank you to our Today Gas Challenge families.
Our gassy families. Is that what you were going to say?
The Fowlers, the Fletchers, and the Rileys. Thanks so much for participating in our show. We appreciate it.
Now, if you leave now, you can make it back to Los Angeles in
5 days or so,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. Still to come on a Friday morning, Rob Thomas takes to the plaza and rocks that crowd right there. But first, these messages in your local news.